Your child's not broken, but I gotta tell you, their breaker switch could be. Let me use an example. Say the printer's not working, the Wi-Fi is out, the lamp's not working, the computer's not working, speakers aren't working. What's the first place you're going to look in your house? The breaker switch. Likewise, as a neurologically focused chiropractor, I am going to look to the source of the problem. So if a child has anxiety, has stomach issues, can't settle down, then we're going to look at the issue called the vagus nerve. Those clue me into the source of the problem. Just like if you have problems in your kitchen, you're going to go to the breaker switch that is corresponding to those problems showing up in your kitchen. How do we do this? Well, we're looking for problems called subluxations. Subluxations are areas where there's nerve interference in your you or your child's spine. They interfere with the whole nervous system, parts of the nervous system, or individual nerves that come from the spine and out to the body, or back from the body and up to the brain too. That's not allowing that brain to perceive their environment the way they should be. Now, hey, there are a couple ways for that breaker switch, that spine to be a problem, become a problem. One is a direct trauma. Hey, first is birth. I talked to you about this on end in my other videos about this. But what about sports? Sleeping wrong, falling off stairs, sitting with your head down all day long. That's a problem too. But there's another way to turn off these switches. You can physically do that. That's a trauma. But the other way is I plug the blender in, the microwave in, the toaster, and it's overwhelming. And that's when stress comes in. Whether that be a chemical stress for the foods we eat, and I know that's a big push now, the foods we eat, the dyes in our food, the artificial sweeteners, those things can have a drastic effect on how that child's nervous system develops. But the emotional stress, children are much more susceptible to emotional stress at a younger age. Let's face it, you don't put your child in front of a horror movie when they're 4 years old. That's going to have lasting effects. Heck, it has lasting effects on me, and I'm 50. So it has lasting effects throughout the rest of 6 months where they're waking up with nightmares because they're more susceptible to those emotional stresses. Or, bullying when they get older. They're more impressionable. It's more adaptable. The brain's more adaptable, but it's also more impressionable at that age as well. So what am I doing is I'm looking toward the source. I'm using those symptoms to trace back the source of the problem in the spine, just like you would say, hey, problems in the house. It's not a multitude of problems. It's not an array of problems. It's a pattern, and we're looking for the pattern when the child comes in for their consultation, their scans, and their physical examination. I hope this helps you make sense of what a chiropractor actually does, because there's a lot of misconceptions about what chiropractic is, what it does. How can you get so good results with ADHD, autism, kids that can't walk, growing pains, bedwetting, immune system problems where the child's sick all the time? Well, I hope this explains it too. And if this is something that's like, wow, this is a different look. We've been trying everything else, but this is such a new way of looking at things and willing to try. By all means, let's chat. I'm more than willing to have a personal phone conversation. It takes 10 minutes to say, hey, what's going on with your child? Is this a right fit? Let's set up the initial phases so we can determine whether your child has these problems called subluxations in their spine or not. Until then, take care of yourself. God bless. Have a great day.